Modern pharmaceutical CDMO operations require maximum efficiency, hitting throughput and EBITDA targets while operating under strict physical constraints. An operational paradox exists where maximizing raw product margin or top-line revenue leads to suboptimal facility scheduling. Evaluating two products, lotion yields a $60,000 margin over 20 hours. Ointment yields $45,000 over 10 hours. Dividing margin by hours required shifts reality. Ointment generates $4,500 per hour, while lotion generates $3,000. Prioritizing the raw revenue of lotion without accounting for the time it taxes bottlenecked machinery reduces overall enterprise profitability. This introduces constrained resource theory, which establishes that a facility's total throughput is limited by its slowest, most restricted step. In pharmaceutical manufacturing, these bottlenecks emerge at packaging lines, specialized filling lines, or during the QA review process. The governing rule for operational decisions is specific. All choices must be optimized for contribution margin per constrained hour. We use Python to solve this. First, we build deterministic linear programming models to solve daily scheduling trade-offs, then apply stochastic simulations to guide long-term capital expenditures. Transitioning away from human intuition and toward mathematical optimization ensures a facility captures its maximum potential enterprise value. Linear programming is the mathematical framework used to calculate optimal decisions when resources are strictly limited. Using Pulp, we define decision variables and an objective function commanding the program to maximize EBITDA. Adding constraints like packaging hours creates a feasible region of possible production. The engine slides the objective function to the region's edge to find the optimal coordinate. Algorithmic optimization replaces scheduling guesswork with a mathematical proof of maximum profitability. Real manufacturing floors never operate with just one isolated constraint. Secondary restrictions, like specialized filling line hours, are constantly competing with those packaging limits. We add this secondary filling constraint equation directly to the Python model. Mapped onto the matrix, a second boundary slices across the graph, removing available space. This restriction forces the optimal coordinate to shift its position to comply with both limits simultaneously. Overlapping constraints hide the operational trade-offs so effectively that human intuition alone cannot find the true optimal schedule. Beyond machinery hours, the model must account for machine setup times and product changeovers. Poor production sequencing increases these setup times, directly removing available capacity. To counter this, a setup matrix data frame is integrated into the constraints to penalize initialization product switching. We then introduce the human constraint, tracking labor availability, shift maximums, and the difference between standard and overtime rates. The Python model evaluates the cost of overtime against potential product throughput to determine if the extra pay is economically justified. Coding these friction points transforms the model from a theoretical exercise into a digital reflection of the factory floor. The model's logic scales outward to evaluate external customer relationships. Strategic customer prioritization requires balancing EBITDA, operational complexity, and required bottleneck hours. This data table analyzes 3 different clients, comparing clients like Pfizer against smaller partners based on their total EBITDA and packaging hours required. By executing the programmatic division, the definitive ranking metric generates EBITDA per packaging hour. A large contract size is misleading if it monopolizes the facility's constrained resources for too long. Bid prioritization and contract acceptance are driven by bottleneck consumption logic to protect enterprise margins. The deterministic models built so far share a limitation. They assume customer demand and machine runtimes are perfectly predictable. We use Monte Carlo simulation via the NumPy library to model real-world volatility. NumPy generates thousands of localized random normal values. This simulates unpredictable demand spikes, forming a distribution of possible outcomes. This horizontal threshold line represents the capacity limit against the volatile demand model. We calculate the specific capacity gap by subtracting that limit from the simulated arrays. The area of the curve protruding above the line quantifies the probability of operational failure or a forced overtime event. Stochastic simulation converts a static operational schedule into a dynamic risk management tool. This risk modeling dictates decisions far beyond daily scheduling, specifically forecasting required capacity out to the year 2030. Strategic drivers feed this forecast, including the sales pipeline, projected customer launches, and predicted automation efficiency. This bar chart displays the multi-year utilization forecast, showing capacity consumption rising from 86% to 99%, and finally to 111%. By identifying the year where utilization breaches 100%, we pinpoint when the system fails without intervention. Calculating the timing of capacity failure dictates when leadership must trigger capital expenditure projects and hiring searches. We have translated bottleneck theory into linear constraints, optimized customer value, and simulated probabilistic failure. This optimization logic scales directly into the financial health of the firm, dictating the long-term enterprise value of the CDMO. Fluency in these constrained mathematical models is the technical foundation required before a facility can deploy digital twins or autonomous AI planning systems.